Evaluate the following. Grace and peace to you, and welcome back to my channel. This is Donald Siame, author of Hidden Mathematical Genius Within Reviewed. Today, I want us to look at index notation. So index notation is just a branch of mathematics that deals with numbers to do with powers. So we have the first question. 5 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1. Okay, that is A. 5 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1. So according to the rules of indices, always remember that any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Any number except 0 raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So 5 to the power 0 is 1 plus 5 to the power 1. This is just 5, because what we should know is that any whole number has an invisible power of 1. So 5 to the power 1 is just 5. Okay, so we have 5 to the power 0 is 1, and 5 to the power 1 is just 5. And 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay, that is A. We go to B. So B, we have 27 to the power 2 over 3. Okay, so whenever you have a power of the fraction, always remember that the denominator is the root and the numerator is the power. Okay, so this 2 over 3, the 3 is the root. That is third root, cube root. So we are going to have cube root of 27, then to the power 2. So whenever you have a power of the fraction, always remember that the denominator is the root and the numerator is the power. Okay, so we have the cube root of 27 to the power 2. What is cube root of 27? That is the number you can multiply 3 times by itself to get what? 27. That is 3. So cube root of 27 is 3. Then we have power of 2. And 3 to the power 2, that is 3 times 3. And you get 9. Yes. We go to C. C, we have 16 to the power negative 3 over 4. Okay. Again, according to the rules of indices, whenever you have a negative power, that negative power should be changed to a positive power. And how do you change it? You change a negative power to a positive power by introducing a 1. So here, 16 to the power negative 3 over 4 is equal to 1 over 16 to the power 3 over 4. So we have changed from negative power to positive power. So you just introduce a 1, then over the number you have. Then you change the power from a negative to a positive power. Okay, so 16 to the power negative 3 over 4, you get 1 over 16 to the power 3 over 4. Again here, we have a fraction power. We can see that there is 3 over 4. So this 4, since the denominator is the root, so it will be 4th root of 16. Then to the power 3. The numerator should be a power. Okay, so this is equal to 1 over 4th root of 16. That is the number you can multiply 4 times to get 16. Okay, so 4th root of 16 is 2. So we are going to have 2 to the power 3. Okay, so this is equal to 1 over, what is 2 to the power 3? That is 2 times 2 times 2. You get 8. So we have 1 over 8. Okay, so we go to D. So D, we have 64 over 125 to the power negative 1 over 3. Again, what you should always remember is that when you have a fraction raised to a negative power, to change from negative to positive, you just change the fraction. You interchange the fraction. That is to say, the numerator will become the denominator, and the denominator will become the numerator. Okay, so since here 64 over 125 is raised to a negative power, so to change this power to positive, you change the fraction. So from 64 over 125, it becomes 125 over 64. Okay, then the power will be positive. That is 1 over 3. Again, you can see that here we have a power of a fraction. And when you have a power of the fraction, always remember that the denominator is the root and the numerator is the power. Okay, so these three will be cube root. So we get cube root of 125 over 64. Okay, then to the power 1. To the power 1. Since the numerator there is 1. Okay, so we need to do cube root of 125 over cube root of 64. Okay, so what's the cube root of 125? The number we can multiply 3 times by itself to get 125? Yes, that is 5. So we have 5 over, and cube root of 64, the number we can multiply 3 times to get 64, that is 4. Okay, and this should be raised to the power 1. And we know that 5 over 4 is the same as 5 over 4 to the power 1. Okay, and we can see that this is an improper fraction. So according to the standard of Examination Council of Zambia, we don't leave answers as improper fractions. We need to leave them as either mixed fractions or decimals. Okay, so let's leave it as a mixed fraction. We'll say what is 4 in 5? 4 in 5 is 1. Then the remainder is 1 over 4. Okay, so this is how you perform calculations involving index notation. Thank you so much for your time.